truck wins. I need some of that booty hustler money.
Cracked it. Can I do the intro again and say NOS energy drink?
Yeah, just do it again. Okay. I'll sound it.
Do I pretend crack it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to, the energy's not there without the crack.
Yo, act, bro, act.
I gotta think about the Welcome back. Another episode of This Verse That, thanks to our friends at NOS Energy Drink. We're here in beautiful Southern California at a brand new airstrip. Well, not brand new to us. Yeah. Brand new to you guys.
Very old.
We gotta race a plane versus a car. We could race one of SOTO's cars. So we got some really fast cars here today. Let's go check them out.
My name's Omar SOTO, come from Santa Maria, California. This is my 2020 F-150. It's a Gen 5, 3-liter Whipple, stock block. It's got a return style fuel system, dual 450s, 1050 injectors, 4 regulators. AR Performance is my sponsor. I had an issue with my slick, so I brought my sponsor slick. They let me borrow them. Other than that, I got a built tranny done, 258mm stall, 3.5 lowering kit with traction bars and adjustable Viking shocks. And then I got some true duals going to Magnaflow, coming all the way back. Interior wise, stock seats, full interior, nothing fancy, just bone stock. I don't even have carpet, you know, it's a work truck right here.
Last chance to win this Audi S4 and 20 grand cash. All you gotta do is go to Hoonigan.com or Throttle.com, and every dollar you spend gets you a chance to win.
I'm Dahm, and this is my all-wheel drive 4-rotor RX-7. This is years of obsession and passion towards making a rotary engine relatively competitive to all the other cars out here. That is a custom-built 4-rotor billet engine, and that is my massive but baby 94mm Garrett turbo. This is similar to the Hoonicorn in the sense that I share the same suspension geometry, but that's about where the similarities end. That was my inspiration for making this car all-wheel drive, because rear-wheel drive only on the street is a little bit difficult for me. So we have, a BMW differential in the front, Hoonicorn suspension, BMW water pumps, C706 water fan, like all different cars go into just this one car. All 4 wheels are 12 inches wide, and I mix them up. I have Mickey Thompsons in the rear, I have Hoosiers in the front, but I do have bead locks on the rear of this car because when we lower the pressure, we actually saw a blue line start to move, and we were making enough jam that it was time to lock the wheel in place. We have a wider body kit also to support these extra wide wheels that is about 10 inches wider total than the stock car. Being that I was originally from Michigan, it's only right that I run 1 ethanol, and with that, I've got my Fuel Lab fuel system, so that way I can make sure it's always being fed to the motor. Down here, I have a Winters quick change 10-inch rear differential to hold all that sort of power, because we keep breaking rear components as we go to launch. We're learning as we go. This body's actually been inspired by multiple different sources, but number 1 was actually Mazda themselves. I wanted you to see the car and say, that's an RX-7, even though it's almost nothing of an RX-7 anymore. Tom Matano, which is one of the original designers of the car, helped give me tons of guidance to make it what you see here. I wanted to retain as much of the stock FD parts as possible, so my turn signals work, my pop-up headlights work, they're all the stock parts but controlled through my Haltech Nexus R5. Everything in here looks like an RX-7 but doesn't act like an RX-7. I have a 6-speed sequential transmission. Of course, rear hydro brake, and then all the partying right here. The all-wheel drive system allows me to dynamically put as much or as little power to the front every 20 milliseconds. So what's really cool is I reverse engineered how this transfer case works. It comes from an R32, 33, and 34 GTR. And so I control it based on wheel slip, G-forces, turning angle, anything else I want, all done through the Haltech. And so that's what you see while I'm racing. I'm trying to dynamically send as much or as little power to the front to keep me from crashing.
All right, so typically we do the first race heads up to 1,000 foot. How do you guys feel about that?
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to start.
Why is it so easy all of a sudden?
That was easy.
Can you guys like negotiate for the camera? They want to hear arguing. 1,000 feet first up?
After the first race,
Then we negotiate.
Then we'll see.
Yeah.
Shake hands.
This is what happens when you don't have drag racers on the show.
I'm gonna have to go Rob Dahm this time. All my pickup trucks are slow, but then again, there's Beto. Hopefully it's not Beto fast.
Supercharged Coyote with slicks on the front and the back. I don't know. I gotta go with Rob on this one. He's super dialed. He's dialed on his driving. The car is looking and sounding really good. I'm going with Rob.
I'm gonna go Rob. 4-rotor. Sounds crazy. I'm not betting against it.
So it has a V8,
V8.
Coyote versus the RX-7 4-rotor. I want to go with the American V8, but I know that Rob Dahm's car is gonna eat.
Listen. Ain't no work truck come here to race Rob Dahm just for the shit and giggles. I'm going with the work truck.
Okay.
Spicy.
That truck went.
Scooting all over the place.
He definitely had a bit of sand in the bag on the test run.
Oh, he took a while to get off the line.
Yeah. Woo!
I need some of that booty hustler money. Truck by one car.
Whoa.
Truck by one car. By one truck or one car?
One car.
One truck. If the truck won by one car, the truck was already beat him by the
Dahm was
500.
dead off the line though.
A
Dahm
hit.
slept at the line. The arms went down and he was like, if you watch the seconds, it's like, okay, come on.
What you want to do? What happened? You got an issue?
Launch control. I went to 0 pounds of boost.
Oh, okay.
And
That explains it.
So I still went because I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah. Do you think you can fix launch control?
I'm down to just try it again.
I mean, he beat you by a car. You want the hit? Or you want to flush
Yeah, we'll do the hit. We'll do the hit.
Want the hit?
Yeah.
You were like catching up.
Look at the back. But you won.
That is the most necessary, unnecessary truck I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I kind of need one in my life.
How about I give you half of the car? Half a car, half a wall.
On the flag. Okay.
Hits too much.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll set him up on half car and then we'll do on the flag.
I think he just gave up. I think his car's fine.
I don't know. I saw it buck a little bit.
Yeah,
That was not a good.
that didn't look good.
That's pretty fast on Brad's part, I would say.
He just bogged that launch.
Brad's so street race arms. He watches too much Street Outlaws.
Rob, what happened?
On one of the earlier sets of races today, I noticed a problem with the launch. I was like, okay, let me just move on. The car's doing great, but my launch control, you can hear it. So this isn't like excuses. You can hear it. It's supposed to launch at 6,000 RPM. As soon as it starts building boost, it drops to 4,000, well out of my turbo zone, and then it goes under 0 pounds of boost. So I'm launching with like as if I just started.
Yeah, so it's like kind of a bogged launch every time.
Yeah. So it's a tuning issue. So I'm gonna fire my tuner. He's done, but I still need him.
Just the fact that it's done so many races today
Yeah.
and it's still doing it is, man, it's great.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
whatever, shit happens.
Yep.
So it's never fun to take a DNF, but good race. Congrats, that's a good win. If for some reason you get the vehicle back up and running before the sun goes down, we'll just cut this whole part out and we'll keep racing. But if not, this is the end of this episode.
You literally got your donkey on the bottom.
Did you just hit us with the that was a this?
Look at what Hank had to take for this ride.
I've sat on some big things before.